Hello everybody, my name is Nathan, and welcome back to Let's Play Kaiserreich as Sweden. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, we got a nice little research slot. What do we want to research in the July of 1938? Well, like I just said, the end of the last episode, we probably want mountain troops. I think that's probably going to be very, very important to South African Revolt's declare war on the Union of South Africa. That's fine, whatever. Yeah, South African Civil War. Ireland joined the Reichspakt. That is bad news for us. But we want mountain troops because, well, a significant amount of the Finnish, or not the Finnish, the Swedish Norwegian border is clearly mountains. I don't think anybody can dispute that. And, you know, we do have our forts, which again is a negative 15% attack penalty for everybody trying to push through our territory. So if we can defend into the mountains long enough, we might be able just to drain the Entente of manpower. Because again, none of the Entente nations, with the exception of India, have a ton of manpower. France right now has, you know, 7,000. Canada right now has literally 0. Norway has like 25,000. I mean, we also are at 0. However, you guys are not ready to deploy yet. Not enough manpower to train. So they're getting their guns. Yeah, they're just on the manpower, which is an issue. But there's nothing I can really do. I can't get more manpower until we're actually at war. So we're just stuck with 3.5%, which I'm assuming we already have. Yes. So what can we do with that? A new Sweden, crush the last resistance. Because we just need more manpower. Ukraine has joined the International. That's actually, it is good for us. So far as it means that the Reichspakt is probably going to be easier to kill. Because our troops are going to be too spread out. How many men do you actually have? You have 36 divisions. Why Ruthenia has like 11. And it doesn't look like Germany's actually... Well, they have so many troops on the Swiss border right now. But it doesn't look like... I mean, they could probably push in quite easily. It really depends on what Austria does. If Austria also joins the... joins the Germans, that is going to be a issue for us. I mean, it looks like we are still deploying a handful more troops. Every single... month we get 300 more manpower. I mean, that's not a ton. Hawaii is joining the Entente. Fine. Where the hell are these guys going? Are they going into my borders? I think they are. I think the French are going to help us out. Unknown focus. That sounds bad to me because I don't know what it is. It could be the attack the Union of Britain. They can do it. It's not impossible. And you can see that the International is throwing a lot of men into our country right now. Which suggests to me that the AI knows that, what the hell are these guys up all the way in the north doing? You're not in the International, right? No. Do they have military access through you? They have volunteers. They do have military access through... Oh, they're putting troops in the Ukraine. Really? You're going to help out the Ukrainians and not me? My allies are the worst. They're trash. They're absolute trash. Why would you do this to me? Where the hell are these guys going? Who does Britain have military access through? Through the Russian Republic. They're gonna go all the way... Oh, god damn it. Actually, like the dumbest shit of all time. Okay. Well, thanks for absolutely goddamn nothing, my allies. Let's get the next level of rifle, please. We even have tanks. We do have tanks. I just don't have any... I don't really have the factories to really make use of tanks right now. You know, it is what it is. We have more important things to focus on. And here comes the French, throwing a significant chunk of their army in here. All of Union of Britain putting all their troops over here and deploying them to the south. You know, you could probably ask the question, hey, why would Russia give access to the British? I have no idea. Not even the slightest clue. So you have declared war against the Dutch. It'd be nice if you also joined the Internationale. I think it's possible that you can. I just don't know what the likeliness of that is. Yeah, it looks like the Ottoman Empire is going to lose the war with the Cairo Pact. This war is just kind of going back and forth with nothing really helping them out too much. Like allies, do you not see the dire situation on my borders? I don't know if all these territories are just empty or what's actually going on up there, but still, like, do you not see that I'm also in a bad situation? No? Okay, well, let's get these 2 free infantry for 70 days. That'll probably help us out. Still have reactionary resistance, which is not fantastic. I'm assuming we'll probably get rid of it somewhere in here. Union Britain has 1 infantry division. Like, do you want... I was going to say, do you want military access? But we're in a faction together. We don't need to ask for military assistance from me. Military access. So, they have a massive army in Ukraine. I mean, that's nice, because it will mean that they will smash straight through White Ruthenia without any, like, contest. Like, it'll just happen. Democracy in Prussia, Damocles. Show of force. Anybody doing anything that would threaten World War II? Canada might be. We just don't... I just don't know. So what are you missing? You're missing a lot of manpower. You're also missing a lot of manpower. You have your guns, but you don't have the manpower. Yeah, just actually only train the basic infantry divisions for right now. France, please put troops in my country. I've been your ally for longer than the Ukrainians have, but I'm guessing the AI to say, hey, the Reichspakt is more threatening than this situation up here. Apparently, Argentina's joined the Reichspakt. Sure, why not? Like, apparently the AI thinks we're doing pretty okay here on these borders. In fact, I'm going to siphon off a handful more troops just to be over here, just in case. Because we do need... I just don't want to get, like, surrounded. That's my biggest worry right now, is just getting completely destroyed. Like, 7 divisions, it might be enough to defend. Like, are these level 2 forts yet? Yes, we are getting level 2 forts done. So where are they building forts right now? The forts are being built right there. These ones in the south, I guess, are then the level 2. So again, that's a negative 30% penalty. It'd be nice if I can, you know, if I get these down to like level 10, then I would feel a lot more confident. Modify the government. Well, Chief of Navy, Chief of Air Force, Chief of Staff. Does anybody give me defense? Artillery attack defense. Let's just go for organization recovery rate. He's probably going to be the one that's going to best be for the job. How many men? We got 12 divisions here. I don't know how many provinces we actually have. So we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need 7 more infantry to at least have every single province on our border covered. Okay, we don't know what the Danish are doing. Austria has a, Austria's a pretty large faction right now. Poland, Albania, the Italian Republic in charge. Reinforce the pole line. I know you might start trying to attack Austria, which will be the dumbest thing we could do as a faction. That is. So we'll see. If you guys do somebody else, there's a clear war in Russia, Mongolia. I mean, you can theoretically do it. I think you can join a faction with Japan and declare war on the Russian Republic. That'd be like really nice for us. Sultan of Egypt and the Ottoman Empire has ended their hostility. So, Kurdistan has a little bit of territory. Egypt has taken a decent chunk as well. And Social Republic of Italy, or Iran, has also taken a handful of territory. Saudi Arabia actually has done pretty well. They've taken a bunch of oil fields in south of Iraq. Yemen has grown to be quite significant. And yeah. So we'll see what happens there. Can they go syndicalist? I mean, I don't see it, but they have a giant tree here. So there's, who knows what's actually in here. Matters of state. Just, yeah, just turn syndicalist and join the Internationale. I think that would be a great idea for you to do. Qing has taken 2 states. I'm actually kind of surprised they won that war. I don't think I've ever seen them effectively do anything. They have 500 manpower. I mean, they have their guns. We just don't have the men. Which is extremely disappointing. And I don't even know how to get more troops right now. Because we need to be at war to have more recruit population. I think there's this one point here to get slightly more division attack, special forces, the national defense. The effects of this focus will reveal itself once it's actually been completed. Okay. So basically, you're not going to tell me anything. Bonus for research. I mean, the factories would be really nice. Because we basically have already capped out our, we've already capped out our industry. But it's 1% more population going to make a major difference. And I don't really think so. Like, what's one? So we have 250,000 men right now. About, like, with the Navy, about 300,000 men. So it'd be like another 75,000. I mean, that is quite a bit, but not really that much. So let's just keep going down this tree. Get World Revolution. Maybe something in there will actually help us out. We have 2 Macedonian divisions. Of course, put them straight into these mountain territories. That is not even a mountain territory. Go into the mountains. Thank you. So we got mountain troop level 1 researched. Let us... Okay, so open line 39. So that would mean any 1939 tax is basically on the table. So let us go for construction speed plus 10%. Because again, I want these factories, not the factories, I want the forts built as much as possible. They even get these guys up to level 3 now. Like, that would be, it'd just be nice. It'd be nice to have some sort of defense. Right now, you know, a negative 30% penalty for attacking troops is really nice, especially when they're attacking into mountains, which is already a 20% debuff. For these guys up here, it's going to be a 60% debuff on top of the negative 30. So just defending what we have is going to be priority number 1. It also means that it's going to be extremely difficult for us to push into the enemy, which I think, you know, kind of obvious. I would say that it's going to be difficult to do that. How the hell is Bulgaria not capitulated yet? I don't understand. So 26%. I guess they just have, is that a core province? I guess so. They just need to take that one city, then they should just kind of give up. National Protection Alliance pushing their way into Mongolia. Soviet Union, they have lost ground. Again, not great. Yeah, Ukraine's sending troops to aid the Russians. This is like the worst. It's just a disaster. Japan, if you can push through and get something really good done, that'd be awesome. But I kind of don't see that happening. I think they might be able to take Kavla, and that might actually get the Kavla or this one, or both. Maybe get the Bulgarians to capitulate. Not that we really want them to capitulate. What are your plans? Your plans are 36 division. So basically, as soon as war begins, you can see right now, they're going to push in immediately. They might actually attack across the entire front as soon as the war begins. It's not fantastic news for us. Because I don't want them just to throw their men away for nothing. Yeah, we still have the manpower to train these guys. Which is disappointing. We have 26 more days until we can control the press. See what we can actually get done there. So, yeah, there we go. There's just so many men on our borders right now. I'm surprised they actually have, like, the supplies to deal with this. Like, Britain, how big's your navy? You have a nice 355 ships. You have 135. Germany's also looking quite well. So, like, if Britain can somehow cut supplies from Norway to the Entente, that would significantly help us. It just depends on if they're actually going to be able to get that done. So these guys are still all in pretty strong positions. These will be done in January. So how much does it take? How long does this take? It takes until 16 January. So, and that's basically starting at 0. So they do build pretty fast. Again, throw this straight to the bottom of the list. I don't care about these military factories right now. I understand that they're going to be important, but I think the defense of Sweden is significantly more important than that. Yeah, so let's get all these guys down to 3, put the military factory in the bottom, and then I think at level 3 forts we will call it a day. Say, hey, a negative 45% penalty with the terrain penalties as well. Hopefully will be enough to stop them from doing anything else. 20% of defense. Oh, thank you very much for that. But of course, at the same time, we need manpower, because it doesn't really matter if we can hold out if we just can't reinforce our armies. How much does it cost to go up to? It'll be 100 points to go to extensive as soon as war begins, which is what we're going to do like day 1. Not even a question about that. I don't need to see my allies' plans. It's really not a major concern of mine. So we don't know what you guys are doing. You have 6 factories, which is kind of embarrassing. Working women. I think only France can actually start off the war. Maybe Switzerland can as well. But I don't think Germany or France are really doing anything. Okay, control of the press. What do you guys do? You got party popularity goes up by 10% and 100 political power. Protect the revolution, seize the means of information, or save the freedom of press. All media in Sweden is outright put under strict government surveillance, ensure revolution remains well protected. Syndicalists have their position. All media should be reorganized into a single news writer union. To ensure content will be objective and not spread falsehoods. To determine the socialist order. Let's just go for, I mean, political power plus 100 is not bad. So we can save the, let's save the freedom of the press. Why not? So let's establish the New Sweden. I don't even know what the STA is. Shouldn't be short. The Special Police Union. Focus on the arrest and removal of reactionaries. Okay, what are you going to do? New Sweden has been born. Let us elect a General Secretary to lead Sweden domestically and on the world stage. And then you are going to... Okay, so you're more stability and political power gain. But let's elect a new leader of the party. And I also think this is going to be a good time to end this episode. Thank you for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, my thumbs up. If not, do I tell you thumbs down. Or subscribe, and goodbye.